Casper has just joined the World Economic Forum. Donald Trump is arrested. There's weird connections with Epstein and SBF. The BRICS currency is in the making. Are they going to take over and replace the dollar? We're going to talk about it all in today's video. This is one of the most important ones I've ever made, so make sure you watch until the end. What is up? I am Crypto Mason and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives and we always find it. Now today we have what might be my most important and crucial video for you to watch until the end of it, okay? So there's a lot of global elite plans that are unfolding right in front of our eyeballs, and I'm going to explain all of them to you in this video, and it is crucial that you do watch until the end. Also, make sure you drop a like and comment on this video. Our last video did get 1,200 likes, and you guys know what that means. We're going to launch a 100 XRP giveaway. If you join the Gold Squad Discord, you can come over to the free crypto channel and enter that. We recently hit 20,000 Gold Squad Discord members, so we're also doing a 3,333 HBAR giveaway, which you can enter right there. It ends in 19 hours, so make sure you get in there. This is far from just a giveaway Discord, right? We give back to our community a lot, but the value that you will find in this Discord is infinite, including just a small example is our Work in Web3 channel, where you can come over here and view endless crypto job listings, okay? I saw one today where all you had to be is a meme wizard. It's right here. Meme wizard. Are you good at making memes? You could make $1,000 to $300 a month remotely right there, okay? So let's get into the market update here, though. What is the market at? We're at 1.19 trillion. Okay, we're still doing great on that total market cap. Honestly, kind of shocking to me. The traditional finance system is absolutely in shambles right now and is in the process of being reshuffled. And actually, at the end of this video, we're going to talk about Epstein. We're going to talk about Donald Trump being arrested. And we are going to get a little bit deeper into the BRICS currency that's coming out. That's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And some of the countries that have been joining this BRICS movement. And we're going to, I'm just going to expose the whole agenda to you. But everything that happens in the traditional finance space that's horrible is marketing for crypto, right? Elizabeth Warren, makes it part of her new re-election campaign to be anti-crypto. What are you doing, right? That's the biggest marketing ever for crypto because all of her points are extremely stupid. She's very ignorant and uneducated on crypto, and she's protecting the old regime, and, she will lose. So, biggest gainers today, Curve DAO. You guys know I am bullish on Curve DAO. Arbitrum is actually pumping despite the massive controversy with their foundation. You guys can look into that. Basically, their foundation put out a proposal for 700 million Arbitrum tokens that they were able to issue special grants without any vetting, basically. So they could just issue grants to whoever they wanted. And they actually started using the money that was supposed to be voted on before the vote actually passed, right? And so big controversy there. Let's get into some charts to start this off. XYO was one that I covered yesterday. XYO still looks amazing. So yesterday we put in a new wick that actually corresponds even further with our trend line right here. So you can see 9.45, okay? Under 1 cent still, but look at that, right? That was the local high right there. And this thing is like hitting multiple wicks down this. So I'm pretty bullish on XYO. Still, I am holding some officially. Well, I've been holding some since we initially made a video about it. I still have a moon bag of this. And I did take profit on the other runs, but I have accumulated a little bit more. It's sitting in my KuCoin, and I'm ready to make that trade if we get a big explosion, okay? Now, This is mega news right here. Okay, Casper Labs has just joined the World Economic Forum as a blockchain and digital assets partner in their global innovators community. Dude, whoever's running Casper, you know exactly what you're doing, right? They are reading the room. And by that, I mean, like, they're seeing the XRP community and the quant and the HBAR people getting more involved in Casper, and they're launching these announcements at the perfect time to keep the hype going. And you can see Casper is actually pumping off this, right? We're up, let's see, on the daily, we're up 7% already. You know, so I can see Casper going even further. I hope that they're working on that XRP partnership that we covered before. I'm officially bullish on Casper, and I hope that the Casper community welcomes me in here. But they have literally joined the World Economic Forum Global Innovators community. Very cool. I am not sure how hard this is to do, okay? This is the thing, right? Verena Kuhn, the head of the innovator community. So when a crypto company or a project gets a big announcement like this, you need to look into how easy it was for them to push out that press release and how easy it was for them to get that partnership. And if the other company they're partnering with is addressing them directly, okay? And we have the head of the innovator communities at the World Economic Forum directly mentioning Casper multiple times. Okay, now this is no fake partnership. This is the real deal. Congrats. You know, and I'm looking at this as bullish, right? I've explained this before. You may see a World Economic Forum partnership and think, ew, I don't want anything to do with that. They're trying to make you eat bugs, right? Klaus Schwab is the devil himself. No, I'm the opposite. This is bullish, right? Because I'm personally invested in Casper, and I want to see them, you know, take over the world. And that would in turn help my investment. So remove your emotions out of it. Let's move on to the XRP chart here. Yesterday, I did say this. XRP kind of looks good on the 12 hours. Kind of looks good, right? We did actually pump up to 50. What was it? Let's see. We did get a green candle right after this, but hold on. We went to 50, and this was at 51. So, you know, in terms of how the market cipher still looks, it still looks good. Okay, and there's a lot of rumors and stuff about Ripple winning this case in April. And we're going to see if those play out. John Deaton has just came out with a very nice quote right here. He says, no secondary sale of an asset has ever been found to be a security in U.S. history. That's why XRP is a commodity. So he's going through U.S. history, and no secondary sale of any asset has ever been found to be a security. So could Ripple be the first? Or sorry, could XRP be the first? Potentially, right? It would help them crucify crypto even further. I don't want to see it, of course. So in terms of the other tokens, we've got Quant, right? QNT still doing amazing right here, in my opinion. 124. You can see the 7-day chart, very volatile. 1 month. Crab market, and the 1 year is a little bit more decent. But what I care about is the all tab right here. The all tab, you can see, you know, even on the log scale, Quant's chart looks absolutely beautiful. That is an up only chart, and that just shows you how powerful this thing is, right? We did get up to 384 or something crazy. I think the all-time high is 428. Yes, 2 years ago, right? Just look at this chart, though. This puts in perspective how close we really are to the all-time high and how easy that will be able to cross in the future. So still bullish on Quant. I wanted to also mention Algorand. They are getting a little pump right here. They did have an Algerian, I believe, airline or Argentinian, one of those, an airline start issuing tickets on Algorand. All their plane tickets are now NFTs on Algorand. Now, let's get into the most important content in this video. I hope you're still watching. If you are, drop a like. George Soros. I'm going to let George Soros himself describe exactly what's going on right now. Though this is him in 2009. light years ahead of his time with this prediction. Let's take a watch. We're going to be watching a few clips just to get you guys up to speed on what's going on with this BRICS stuff. But let's watch this one first.
But the system we have now has actually broken down, only we haven't quite recognized it. And so you need to create a new one. And this is the time to do it.
In the United States, how worried are you about the budget deficit and maybe about the possibility of inflation?
Well, certainly a decline in the value of the dollar is necessary in order to compensate for the fact that the U.S. economy will remain rather weak, will be a drag on the global economy. China will emerge as the motor replacing the U.S. consumer. And, of course, it's a smaller motor because the Chinese economy is much smaller. So the world economy will have less of a motor. So it will move forward slower than it has in the last 25 years. But China will be the engine driving it forward, and the U.S. will be actually a drag that's being pulled along through a gradual decline in the value of the dollar. So there would be a slow decline in the value of the dollar, a managed decline. And that would be the adjustment that it needs to be accomplished.
A managed decline, right? So he starts off by basically saying our system is already broken. This was 2009. Right? These plans have been in the works for like 80 plus years, okay? This power shuffle. And it's just now starting to play out like crazy. So he says China will emerge as the engine and the USA will basically be being towed behind China as a drag, right? It'll drag it. Now, this is insane. Like he is way ahead of his time in 2009. And you guys... You know, if you look into George Soros, he made all his money basically, or a lot of his money, shorting the pound sterling, okay? And, you know, he knows a lot about what is going on with the global currencies. Now, if you don't know what BRICS even is, here's the picture of the BRICS, guys. You know, this is who Biden is essentially up against, right? Now, don't for a moment think that I don't know that these guys are all in cahoots, Biden included, right? They are all in cahoots. They're simply power shuffling. They're changing the world powers up. They have to shift it around, and bad things need to happen. People need to die. They don't need to. If I was running any of this, people wouldn't be dying. I wouldn't make that an option to make a change by having people die. It's just stupid. But they use war. They use real war, like guns and bombs. They do use that. They use that in the past more than now. However, this is BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Okay. They were initially grouped as BRIC, but then South Africa was added in 2010. This was coined by Jim O'Neill, basically saying that these would collectively dominate the global economy by 2050. Okay, so this is who's also developing a new currency. Okay, they're developing a BRICS currency, which is very, very interesting. And I'm gonna let Peter right here. This is a must follow. He is a must follow for you if you want to keep up with this stuff. He's gonna tell you or tell us how this would work, okay? Because the BRICS currency, I am personally confident that it's going to be backed by gold, potentially. And let's see what he says about this now. Let's go.
The real game changer for BRICS and the dollar, though, would be...
And just to preface this all relates to the US dollar falling and becoming extremely weak, de-dollarization, and then this Russia and China replacing it. So let's go.
And the dollar, though, would be something both China and Russia have flirted with, a gold-backed currency. Russia implemented an odd kind of gold backing early in the Ukraine war, and both China and Russia have been buying gold at a furious rate for 20 years. So that's fueling speculation that they could be planning to use it to back a currency. If they do roll out a gold-backed currency, that would be one actually redeemable in gold, like you can mail your dollar and they mail you back some gold, BRICS would overnight move towards dominance over the dollar. It would become the safest store of wealth among currencies, and if you paired it with a non-interventionist foreign policy, it would be a clear winner over the dollar. In another video, I talked about consequences of a dollar collapse if this does happen, so consequences for the US economy, and a gold-backed competitor would be the fastest way to do it. Now, this is probably still years off. They're still developing systems to replace the dollar's payment rails called SWIFT, even for internal BRICS trade. Still, the writing's on the wall. As long as the US runs trillion-dollar deficits while weaponizing the dollar, there will be interest in finding or even building a replacement. And given China's deep interest and deep pockets, it's only a matter of time. All right, we'll be watching.
So he is extremely confident, it seems like, that a gold-backed currency would be the clear winner there, right? He mentions a few things that it would need to have. And, you know, some people are replying to this saying, you know, the U.S. holds more gold and stuff and it wouldn't work. But this seems like the most logical move for them to do. Now, moving on to the next clip right here, we actually have a date. This guy gives us a date when this is going to happen. Let's check it out. The next clip.
The Federal Reserve knows the dollar is finished. I mean, honest to God, if I could speak about maybe something I've heard at some point, maybe from somebody reputable, maybe not, you never know. I'm just going to throw something out there that I heard. That the BRIC nations want off the dollar, and they're going to do it August 1st of this year. So they have their own version of the SWIFT system, an international payment system that will run everything but the dollar. And joining that list is Saudi Arabia. This is big. China's on that list. Russia's on that list. Brazil is on that list. You know, Thailand's on that list. There's a lot of countries that are tired of the dollar and they want off.
So clearly you can see this guy is spitting something from his reputable source that he won't name. August 1st, 2023 is probably the narrative that's going to be pushed. He says they already have their own version of the SWIFT system and, you know, that it will run everything but the dollar. That's absurd. If they're just going to only single out the United States and run everything on their payment system except the dollar, that's where I see the United States is just absolutely dumb, right? Because they can use Ripple. Use Ripple. Ripple, it could be the savior for that, okay? Ripple literally could be the savior for that. Moving on, this is the BRICS population versus the G7. 777 million versus 3.2 billion. Who's the winner, okay? It's very clear. Now, this is the newest updates to this narrative. China and Malaysia might be creating the Asian Monetary Fund to further reduce dependence on the US dollars. The reshuffling of power is taking place right in front of our eyeballs. Also, China is investing $39 billion in Malaysia right after the Malaysian Prime Minister says there is no reason to continue to depend on the dollar. So, you know, they've just chosen now to start doing this. I bet they could have started doing this a while ago, but they're choosing now. Okay, and it is happening now. Where does crypto fall into this, though? Crypto is the alternative if the US tries to go with a CBDC. Okay, crypto will survive. Specifically, Bitcoin and anything that is decentralized will probably survive, and you will be able to use that and opt out of their system. Okay, so in terms of BRICS, this is the main thing you need to pay attention to, okay? Even Donald Trump's arrest is an extreme distraction from de-dollarization and what's going on with BRICS, okay? That is the real... Don't let the Trump arrest distract you from paying attention to the BRICS situation, okay? And, you know, there's a lot of people who have amazing opinions on this and stuff, and that you should be listening to and evaluating. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the more we're gonna move into the Donald Trump arrest and the more conspiracy side of this video. Okay, which contains some crazy names. So Donald Trump has actually been arrested right here. He put his fist up like that. He's in Lower Manhattan. He said, heading to Lower Manhattan, the courthouse. Seems so surreal. Wow, they're going to arrest me. Can't believe this is happening in America. Mega. Okay. Like, this is just absolutely insane, right? This is an actual former president. He's on 34. He's getting charged with potential 34 felony counts over something that the person it happened to already said that it didn't happen. It's just absolutely absurd. My official prediction, I actually wrote it in my notepad the other day. I will read my official prediction on what's happening with Trump right now. Ooh, I went to a different screen. Oops. That was my live stream screen. Here's my Trump prediction, okay? April 3, 2023, 7:39 p.m. Trump will go into prison and get charged for something that on the outside is proven to be false or completely stupid to the majority of people. So he's the same thing, kind of, as Andrew Tate. For Andrew Tate, they had quite a few things that looked sketchy on him, right? All those videos of him, you know, doing violent things to his girlfriend and stuff like that was coming out. We know he runs OnlyFans models and all that. So they had something. But this will look extremely stupid, what Trump goes into, right? And the psychology of that will be a free Trump movement. Just like free Tate, just like free XXX Tentacion. Any rapper that goes in jail, there's a free X, like free insert name, right? It will be a big free Trump type of deal. I said he will then spend a similar amount of time as Tate in jail. Okay, just enough to not lose relevance. Donald Trump is somebody who can't lose relevance, though. He's extremely good at keeping his name in the news. Any publicity is good publicity, right? And Trump is the founder of that statement, so he knows it full well. Then I predict that he will get out before the 2024 election, and he will be bigger than ever. Okay, and it will position him as somewhat of a martyr. People are literally going to be, they're going to be rallying behind him for this. Okay, that's how dumb the arrest is going to be. Wall Street Bets chairman says they are arresting former U.S. President Donald Trump for falsifying business documents. Meanwhile, they have yet to arrest anyone on the Epstein client list or release their names. This always comes into play when anybody is being arrested on some BS, right? Arrest Andrew Tate, but they don't arrest Jeffrey Epstein or anyone involved with the Jeffrey Epstein thing. It's just horrible, right? And we're going to actually talk more about Jeffrey Epstein right here, okay? Look at this. Rachel Chandler, this girl right here with Bill Clinton. She's probably underage right there with Bill. Rachel Chandler, who has connections to Epstein and who is seen here with Bill Clinton, was the one casting kids for the Balenciaga ad. So the whole Balenciaga scandal that happened, she was casting the kids for the ad, right? And she's seen with Bill Clinton right there. Now, this is pretty crazy too. The 2022 Balenciaga model, Ella, is Kamala Harris's stepdaughter, okay? It just keeps getting crazier and crazy. All these people are in the same circle, right? They're all in the same circle. And if we continue, what is this? Will Smith and Jada Pinkett on their wedding day in 1997 in front of a temple model from Epstein's Island. And you can see if we just type in Epstein Island, right? Let's type it in. You know, hopefully this video doesn't get taken down or anything. This building is at the top of Jeffrey Epstein's Island. Okay, now people are like invading and sneaking onto his island, which is pretty insane. However, I wonder what other secrets are there. Okay, I really do. But, you know, why are they taking a picture in front of something like this? Anyone, please explain it, okay? Now, This is very, very weird, and you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was going on. 1991, Robert Maxwell dies in bizarre circumstances. His looted fortune goes missing, and Epstein signs a bizarre POA over to the Ohio billionaire's estate in 1991. The fortune surfaces in his hands. 2019, Epstein dies in bizarre circumstances, just as the fortune reappears within SBF's FTX. Very, very weird patterns going on there. You know, SBF was... There were some weird things coming out about his shirt logo and references to, you know, horrible, horrible stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's going on. And then the final thing is this Julian Assange clip. I absolutely love this. Take a look at what he said. This is regarding the Afghanistan situation in 2011. Watch this.
Because the goal is not to completely subjugate Afghanistan. The goal is to use Afghanistan to wash money out of the tax bases of the United States, out of the tax bases of European countries, through Afghanistan and back into the hands of a transnational security elite. That is the goal, i.e. the goal is to have an endless war, not a successful war.
An endless war, not a successful war. Endless war, okay? And the goal is to wash money. Now, I personally believe that this type of thing could be happening with Russia and Ukraine right now. Exactly what Julian Assange is speaking about. We have one final thing. I hope that you guys enjoyed that more conspiracy side of the video. This is our paid partner section. FitBurn is an official sponsor of the channel. We've talked about them before. They are still growing. If you do go and check their Twitter right here, at FitBurn_AI, they are still doing the vote to get on DAOmaker. And they're pushing a lot towards that DAOmaker listing. I am extremely bullish on DAOmaker. I like DAOmaker. They launch and incubate, or they have launched and incubated amazing projects. And, you know, we have the vote ends in 5 days, which is pretty cool. They also have just landed a new partner with Swiss Nutrition, which is one of the industry's leading suppliers of athlete supplements. So make sure you're paying attention to FitBurn right here. Once again, to summarize what it is the world's first AI-powered burn-to-earn fitness app. So basically burn calories and earn in crypto. Now they're building an NFT. They're going for the whole shebang. And I love these projects that are super ambitious, going for the whole ecosystem at once, right? That is what I kind of hope to do with Gold Squad, is go for an entire lifestyle type ecosystem all at once. So they're going for a mobile app, an NFT, AI modules, staking, a CAL token, as well as there was one more thing, wearables as well. So you can track your pulse and stuff on your wearable. In the future, it will be connected to the app. And, you know, I'm very excited to see how they progress through this. They're adding partners all the time right here. They've got a bunch of partners already, including Polar, which is, you know, one of the world's leading pulse tracker producers. Very, very cool. Hopefully they can get a product out in the future. So make sure you go and check out FitBurn.ai right here. Thank you once again to them for sponsoring the video. That is all we've got, though. I love every single one of you. Drop a like and comment, join the Gold Squad Discord, and goodbye.